And welcome to 302 Sports, folks. Benny Mitchell here with Jason Winchell. We're at the Delaware Turf Sports for our final, the fifth game of the Delaware National Guard, Delaware Turf Sports Game of the Week, featuring soccer this week, girls soccer, Indian River High School and Delaware Military Academy. And I'm joined by our stuck in traffic play-by-play guy, Jason Winchell. Jason, it's Friday. You're coming to the beach, brother. You got to head out earlier. You got to got stuck in that beach traffic.
Unfortunately, I left an hour early from work, but they weren't not going to let me leave before 4.
Right.
I was told the game was at 6, so I thought I'd be here in time.
Welcome to Fridays in Kent and Sussex County.
Yeah.
So, folks, here we go. Jason, take over. It's all yours, play-by-play, folks. Indian River in the green, Delaware Military Academy in the white. Again, Benny Mitchell and Jason Winchell here for the Delaware National Guard Game of the Week.
Yeah, both these teams ranked in the top 10 in Division II girls soccer, both looking for an important win as the state tournament approaches, Benny.
Indian River, they're like pretty much perennial Southern Hennepin Conference South champions here lately.
Oh, it's heading right over your head, Benny.
Yes, it was. I almost had to give it a header.
That was kicked in by number 18, Mackenzie Gorey. Throw in here for DMA, number 19, Angela Pella, a freshman, Benny. And she'll go.
Delaware Military Academy, the up-and-coming team school in sports at Newcastle County, looks like.
Yeah, the defending Division II state champions in girls soccer. They beat Tower Hill last year in the finals. In overtime, a double overtime goal. Oh, it's an ahead to me. And 19, Pella will throw it in again. So the freshman's getting some work here, throwing the ball in down the sideline. And Indian River's doing the smart thing, Benny. They're just knocking it out and setting up their defense.
Before you got here, both teams, the ball's been 50-50 across the center line. So, both have had the ball. Indian River got close with the ball down near the goal, but player could not.
Number 14, Gabby Ziegler controlling the ball at midfield. And we're
taking a little switch from softball to soccer, are we, Jason?
Yes.
You had the big Carabao Apo game the other day. Save.
There's a nice save by Indian River. The good thing about this, now you can run it out and punt it. Gets a good boot on it. Number 4, Isabel Keith. He's senior. Played it. And now it's going to go out of bounds, and Pella will get to throw it in again.
Yeah, Indian River, probably their two strongest sports are boys soccer and girls soccer. And interestingly enough, coached by the same person, head coach Steve Kilby, coaches both boys and girls. And I don't know if you've noticed, Jason, but there's another Kilby who coaches boys and girls soccer at Cape Open, and their father and son.
Okay. Cape Open have a good year in Division I girls soccer.
Right. I think they just took a loss to Sussex Tech the other night?
Yes. Yep. And
I think they still have the Caesar Rodney Riders, who I assume are at the top of the north as they normally are.
And here comes number 4.
On a breakaway.
Yep. Keith, the senior. Great defense there by number 12, Lizzie Kelly, the senior defender. Knocked it away, but like you said, it was a little mini breakaway kind of.
Right.
And now throw in the other side, number 7, Lauren Malvern.
Jason, on daylight today, we're looking about anywhere from 18 to 20 mile an hour wind. Does that affect this game at all?
Yeah, a little bit, especially on corner kicks and set pieces where they like to get the ball up in the air. But as you can see, both these teams are keeping the ball on the ground for the most part. It also it can play havoc on the goalie because you're looking at a ball coming in the air, and if it wind behind you, all of a sudden that ball's not coming down right away.
Now, if you can see the flags on the screen, but they are blowing from right to left. That's I believe that's a south to north wind, and we do have some storms coming.
I was gonna say I drove, and it was raining in Newcastle County when I left work, and I think that's what slowed down traffic a little bit too.
Sure. Yeah, congestion doesn't hurt up there either.
No, God, especially by the mall.
Well, don't worry, they'll all be down here tomorrow.
Yep.
Welcome to my world.
Number 14, Ziegler controlling again for DMA. She's a midfielder. Job of the midfielder is to possess the ball and then get it forward to your attack. Girls soccer, I always say, Benny, one goal could be the difference.
You're right. It's like softball in the 90s.
Yep.
You remember softball in the 90s, the state titles were won 1-0, 2-1. Now softball's become a more offensive sport. Now soccer's taken over as the kind of like field. Even field hockey's putting more goals.
More goals, right.
Yeah.
Here comes Ziegler again for DMA. Depossessed by number 7 at Indian River, Lauren Mahan. And now DMA has it.
You can also hear the wind in our mics.
I know,
It's really windy out here today. But the sun's out and it's a little warm. The wind's probably making it comfortable for us to sit here and do this game.
Here comes to Keith. Keith gives it back to Bella. And she's going to try and find Keith down the sidelines, but kicked out. So it'll be a throw in for Indian River. Number 2, Jocelyn Hogstein to throw it in. She finds number 1, Anastasia Dykus, a sophomore. Looks like 25 minutes left, roughly.
Yeah, 26.
Here. Yeah. And remember, in soccer, they stop it on the scoreboard with 2 minutes to play, and it's official kept on the.
But not on the 302 sports scoreboard. It'll be. Of course, then they're going to have the add-on time if there is any. And
yeah, that's the thing about soccer. It's always up to the discretion of the referee. Sometimes they wait until set pieces are over too, which always gets me. Here to go. That's a good way to switch the field there by DMA, but great defense by Indian River. And here comes Alyssa. Right, or Gary, the sophomore. She is DMA's top goal scorer. She had a hat trick the other day.
DMA, Diamond State Conference, correct?
Yes, they are in the Diamond State. Charter's going to end up winning it, but since they're Division I, there will not be a automatic berth in Division II this year. But Archmers also had a great year, and DMA sitting in 3rd place in the.
So is soccer the only sport that the auto bid's given in? Because I know a lot of the sports Diamond State Conference doesn't get the auto bid.
They do but in sports like that like boys lacrosse, Archmere clinched.
Right.
So they get it, but when there's 2 division sports, because charter is considered a Division I.
Right.
If charter wins, then they do not get the automatic bid.
I know football and wrestling, there is no auto bid there. I'm not sure
Correct.
about baseball. I guess the tournaments where they have 24 teams they can afford to give them away.
And there comes. It looks like a corner kick for Indian River. So
it'll be the first corner of the game, I believe.
And these set pieces. These are what teams are made of. It looks like Grace Angle is going to kick it for Indian River as she heads over to the corner. Now the thing about corner kicks is you can start having motion or try and bend it towards the goalie and hope someone can get a head or a foot on it. That one's a little lower because of the wind. I deflect it, and it's going to be
saved.
Yeah, it looked like from where we were, Benny, it looked like it could have been in.
I don't know if it hit a DMA girl or a post. I couldn't tell.
But you can see why those corner kicks are so dangerous. There's number 19 for Indian River. Look at the wind. The ball went out and it never officially touched out of bounds.
And he called it out of bounds.
That's crazy.
He called it out of bounds.
Yeah, so he must have thought it was.
Yeah, he threw that flag up early.
Yep. So DMA's going to throw it in.
From where I'm sitting, she kicked it inbounds and it landed inbounds.
Inbounds. That's the way
I he called it out.
Yeah. And now he's trying to decide where the throw-in's going to be.
Now he's saying umpire rule.
Foul inbounds it.
And River get it back right where they had it, so it all works out.
Yeah, I was going to say 22. LaRusso throws it in.
I don't think so much it was where it went out. I think he was trying to decide whether they were going to give it. They were going to keep the possession with DMA. The 2 refs were talking to one another.
Right. And here we go. That's a good move there by DMA. And Keith is going to come down and corral it. Kicked out of bounds. That's going to be just a throw-in. And Indian River will will look to get it in the corner. There's a good bending ball, but it's going to go wide, and it'll be a goal kick here for DMA.
You can on that corner kick, Jason. You can see the flag right where she was standing to make the kick, and it was sticking straight off.
Yeah.
That's that's easy. A flag sticks straight off. You're talking 18 to 20 mile an hour winds to hold especially like the big American flag area to hold that flag straight out.
Yeah. There comes Indian River again, but depossessed and kicked out there by Pala. But Indian River starting to control it a little bit, and as soon as I said that, DMA with the near steal, but you see how well Indian River just moves the ball around.
Right.
And there's a steal by number 1, Anastasia Dikis. She's going to cross in the middle, and there's a great save by DMA.
Indian River's obviously had more opportunities so far early in this game, but we're about 20 minutes and 21 and a half minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, and both these teams have kind of had up and down seasons, Benny, with some losses recently. So it's going to be, like I said, this is a good test to see where they sit in the Division II. Because the thing with the soccer is a lot of these teams play interdivision games.
Right. How much soccer is I know lacrosse is pretty much wrapped up, just some conference championships, correct? And boys lacrosse?
Yeah, so the softball is done on Monday.
Right.
Girls lacrosse is done Monday. Those will come out. Baseball and soccer, the two last. They almost go to the, I think soccer Saturday the 18th is the last day, and baseball is Monday the 20th.
So we still have some regular season soccer ahead of us.
Yeah, we got.
I guess in the spring with so many sports, you got to really stagger the start of the tournaments.
Yeah, and as you can see, like softball is done a lot earlier than baseball, lacrosse, and soccer.
And while we're talking about soccer, with DMA here, like DMA softball should be the top team in the state. I don't know if the seeding's going to work out that way, but definitely with the win over Smyrna.
Yeah, they're the new top ranked team. Great win over Smyrna, as that kick is wide. So I was doing some math last night, and believe it or not, softball is craziest because you reward more for your out of state.
Right.
I mean, you're awarded more for your opponent's play because that gets doubled.
Right.
The win-loss percentage.
And Smyrna has that loss to Bohemia Manor, who's undefeated.
Right. So Smyrna, as I sat here yesterday, Smyrna was the top seed.
Right.
But barely over DMA, and there's a couple games left for each team. So.
Right. DMA top in girls soccer or up there ranked in girls soccer, one of the top teams, and girls softball. So they got things going in the right direction up there in Wilmington.
Yes, they do. Good program. DMA started. Man, that wind's picking up.
It is howling.
And kicked out here by Indian River. Let's see if they no, Pala, the freshman. Smart move. Did not send it back to the goalie. And she's going to send it there to number 4, but stolen by Indian River, number 22, Toby LaRussa. To kick it in. There's a nice header by number 9.
Under 20 minutes to go here in the first half. And Jay, you can speak to the depth of soccer in Newcastle County with the Kirkwood Soccer Club and downstate. But the only thing you have is maybe the River Soccer Club and Lebanon. But a lot of really good soccer players in upstate.
Oh, absolutely. The list came out yesterday, and the girl from Paddle was ranked in the top 50 in the nation.
Right.
So they got some talent up there. But that being said, Paddle was lost twice this year to in-state teams.
Right.
Caravel, speaking of Division II powerhouses, Caravel's number 1 team undefeated. They've played 13 matches and given up 1 goal all season, Benny.
Wow.
So that's impressive. This Indian River's going to kick it out there sideline, and we have the whistle for the sub.
We were hoping to have a halftime interview with the Delaware National Guard, but I do not see a guardsman around. And they usually talk to the two teams before the game, but that didn't happen today. He might be waiting for the 6 o'clock start.
Yeah. Nick called me on the way, and I'm like, uh-oh, what the heck? I thought it was 6 o'clock,
Right.
Nick.
Well, it was originally scheduled for 6. It was a 4 and a 6, and they canceled the JV game.
Okay.
So there was no JV game today, which we normally have. But that's when we do the interviews.
Yes.
And I guess the teams decided to move it up to 5:30 on a Friday, and
get out of here.
Right. 40-minute halves doesn't get you out of here
No.
that much faster.
Off of number 17 for Indian River, Michelle Meehan, and the DMA's going to throw it in. Defender Palos got to run all the way up there. As you can see, it seems like, especially on this side, DMA's got the one thrower.
Right.
A good ball
good
there.
Balance there by number 7.
Yeah, good balance by Patrici, and then she found Ziegler.
And River sends it out of bounds.
Yeah, that's smart. Again, you get you a chance to set up that defense.
When I found out that we were going to have you come down, I had to start Googling some soccer lingo, like nil and pitch, and don't know when to use them, but I know they're available.
Well, right now, Benny, the score is 0-0.
That's right, it's 0-0. Translation 0-0. Folks.
Yes.
And this is a game that probably, like you said, could come down to a goal.
Yeah, and to me, I think this is important for seating-wise. Soccer's another one.
And the River on another break.
Oh, just over.
So it looks like I think we've had one side post and one just over the top. So.
Yeah. Again, some substitutions coming in. As we tick under 20 minutes left here in the first half. DMA with the goal kick. Comes out the number 4, Ashley Thompson, a senior midfielder. Out of bounds, Indian River throw in. Toby LaRussa. Oh, a good throw by LaRussa. Number 7. Number 10, good step in there by number 10 of Indian River, Bryn McCabe, a freshman. A shot in there by Isabella Keith and saved by DMA. Emily McKenna is the goalkeeper for DMA.
This first half, she's been busy already.
Yeah.
It's gonna go out of bounds to Indian River.
Yep. Throw in number 22 again, LaRussa. She's in a great defense there by number 7, Mia Patricia. And here you go. This is where DMA looks to counter. That's a good through ball, but it's gonna go back to the keeper.
There's this game brought to you by Delaware Turf Sports and the Delaware Army National Guard.
Yeah, so what a great complex down here.
Right off Route 1.
So much easier to get to now with the new
pass or overpass.
So over the end line will be another goal kick for DMA, which DMA, instead of having the keeper, some teams will have the keeper kick it out there, but DMA has a player doing that.
And India steal it back.
Yep, Indian River was a good steal, and now that looks like, is that Keith?
Number 1.
Number 1.
Shot, just wide to the right.
Just wide. Again, that was the Caius with the shot, just wide, but you can see she's got that good foot.
Well, on camera, it probably looked like it went in.
Yeah.
What it actually did, it hit the fence. There's a short fence that you can't see right behind it with netting, and it sent it to the back of the net.
Again, another goal kick here.
Under 15 minutes play here in the first half, 0-0.
The lights are on.
Yeah, they turned them on right at the beginning. I don't think they're going to need them tonight.
Nah.
Unless this becomes a long overtime penalty kick game or something.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Probably shouldn't have said that. May have jinxed it.
Anyways, gonna kick the ball. Out of bounds. It'll be an Indian River.
Indian River quick to get it back on the field. I've noticed that.
Yeah.
DMA kind of takes a little bit more time, finds the players. Indian River's getting it right back in, getting it going.
Yeah, I think Indian River, like you said, they want to play more of a fast-paced DMA, slow it down a little bit. Oh, that's a little collision, no call, and a good no call.
Play on.
Yeah, good play on. This game has 3 officials, Benny. Sometimes in soccer you'll just have 2 head referees and no linesmen.
Right.
Here we got a head official and 2 linesmen. As you hear fans say, stay on sides. That's the big key in soccer. You cannot get past the defenders before the ball arrives. As that shot goes wide, and there'll be another. So Indian River's getting some shots on goal. Just right now, haven't got any, except for that corner kick.
They've had the lone quarter kick, and then they the DMA's had the one shot on goal. It's been pretty much here in the last half, the first half.
Yeah.
It's been
Indian River.
Oh, Indian River. Just can't get it into the net.
Yeah. And that goes out, I believe, was out of bounds before it was kicked back in. So I think it's going to be a DMA throw in on the far sideline there.
11.5 minutes to go here in the first half, approaching the 10-minute mark.
DMA is headed out again by the freshman. She's been all over the place, Powell.
She has.
And there she kicks it out. And playing defense as a freshman, you're going to, especially when you play a team like Indian River, you're going to be put to the test early and often.
Right.
Good house there by Isabella Keith.
Yeah, Keith, a little foot loose down there, keeping that ball moving and getting it deeper into the Seahawks side of the field.
Still by Dukakis. Shot is deflected. And it's not a corner because McKenna smartly got to the ball before it went out of bounds.
Yeah.
And now she's going to punt it over.
A little soft kick to me. There you go. Now, what do I get credit for there?
You get the save.
That's it.
Benny Mitchell with the save.
Saving the laptop.
I want to see if you had the good throw-in form, Benny, where you have to keep the foot on the ground.
That's right. I think I upset the ball boy because he was right there to hand off the ball. So he doesn't hit me in the back of the head with one.
Powell's going to throw it in again. And like I said, you'll see that the throw-in has to be the throw over the head and your
feet's
down on the ground. Now you can drag that back foot. As you can see how she dragged that back foot.
Watched during warm-ups, watched Indian River doing it with 2 tennis balls.
There you go. That's an interesting warm-up. Here's a chance for a header. And taken away by the Indian River defense. And here you go. Here comes the counterattack. These can be the difference in girls soccer. Far sideline pass to number 5, Grace Engel.
Back to the middle.
Vergara with the tip in. Number 6, shot.
Another save.
McKenna with the save. Shot again by Avery Congleton, a junior. Saved by McKenna. So McKenna, the senior goalkeeper, has been put to the test a little bit here late in the second half. As we take down to about 9 minutes left here in the first half. Great catch by the ball boy.
And got it down.
There we go. Again, it's going to go.
And he's got to be on alert when any Rivers are throwing in because they want
Yeah.
the ball and they want to get going.
Yep. And I believe we're going to have our second quarter kick of the game.
Under 10 minutes to go, 8:41 and running.
But this time on the, looks like on our side, Benny.
Right.
And it looks like it's going to be Engel again, sending in. Last time, Benny, we were talking about the wind. She went low with it.
That's right.
And they got a good deflection on goal. Let's see if
this time they're packing it in there, but they're a little more spread out last time.
Yeah, so maybe this one's going to go up high for a possible header.
It is high.
It's going to go
There's a header over the goal.
Over the net. But again, you can see how different you can play different corner kicks. You can play a low the ball in there, a high one, you get the header on it. But unfortunately, like you said, just over the net, it'll be another DMA
And the wind is blowing away from that goal.
Right.
So, kind of.
As we're going to have a substitution.
As a right footer, I assume that she gets a little better angle.
A little better angle.
As far as opposed to the other side of the field.
That's why you'll see some teams have 2 set corner kick people because of depending on the side it goes out of. And then you'll throw it in on that far sideline. DMA's defense has been put to the test, but so far they've done a good job of not really giving up too many good scoring chances for Indian River.
And part of that is the backs for DMA. Indian River really hasn't maybe one clean shot.
Yes.
The back's been right there with the Indian River girls.
Yeah, like I said, Powell's been real good. So has Lizzie Kelly. There's a steal by Indian River. And kicked out by DMA. That's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Indian River.
And we got a whistle. Substitution.
Yeah, a couple Indian River subs.
Now, soccer has some substitution rules too, correct?
Yeah, now sometimes, like if the ball goes out and you're inbounding, I believe you're the only one who's allowed to substitute. And you can re-enter. Now, if you get a card, you have to go sit out for at least one possession.
Right.
Yellow card, and of course a red card, you're done for the game.
Just under 6 minutes to play here in the first half. No score between the Indian River Indians and the Delaware Middle Academy Seahawks. That's a mouthful.
Yes, it is. And like we said, two ranked teams in Division II, the defending state champs, DMA Seahawks, and the Indian River team. And the River's doing a good job of, when it does come in their zone, getting it out real quick so they can go back on the offense here. I believe that's Keith on the far side.
Also, Indian River doing a good job. They're using the entire field down there in this half.
Yep, exactly right.
Trying to spread that DMA defense out. But I tell you, I don't watch a lot of soccer, but I've been impressed with this DMA defense so far.
Yeah, DMA's defense has been real strong. Like you said, Indian River is quick. Now they're starting to, trying to tire out that DMA defense. There's a good ball into the middle, but knocked out.
Number 12 with the
depossess.
But the Indians going to get it right back.
Lizzie Kelly. And here comes DMA.
And it's been a while since DMA has been on offense on their side of the field.
Yep. And that was a good through ball. They set up this DMA offense. They're going to try and find number 14, but great defense by Indian River getting it out before Ziegler could catch up to it. And here comes Indian River again. Let's see if they send it. They're going to send it deep. And good job again by Lizzie Kelly, just kicking it to the sideline, let her defense come back. Like you said, we're about 4 minutes left.
Exactly 4 minutes to go.
Here in the first half, like we said, Benny said he's going to keep his scoreboard clock going. But,
yeah, I'm not stopping it.
They will stop it at the stadium, so if you're watching from the
people
stadium,
at home will know how much time's left.
Exactly right. There's a kick, and McKenna again looked it all the way in, and made sure she called it, and now punted out.
She goes with a little short punt there, the little pooch.
Yep. It's interesting because I've seen some people who have drop kicks where they drop it on the turf and kick it, and some who punt it about 80 yards in the air. Here comes, again, Indian River. Oh, good touch pass there by Ruggiero.
And the DMA right there, three girls.
DMA is packing the box in a little bit, Benny. They're letting them, like you said, they're not getting many clean looks down there. Let's see. That goes out on the sideline, so I believe that will be just a throw-in.
Now under 3 minutes to play here in the first half. No score.
Yeah.
In our game between Indian River, the Henlopen Conference, and from the Henlopen Conference South, I believe the leaders in the South.
Yes.
And Delaware Military Academy, the top Division II team in the Diamond State Conference. Yeah, this Diamond State Conference is new, but the Diamond State Conference is not new to Delaware.
No, it used to be down
in
here
the 60s.
in the
Yeah, Middletown used to be in the Diamond State Conference. Georgetown.
Yep. And there we go. DMA's going to send out the goal kick. Try and get some of this pressure off this DMA defense. But again, a good job there by Indian River Hogstein.
So under 2 minutes to go, the stadium clock, as you said, stops. And the final 2 minutes now, shouldn't be any added time.
I was going to say, since I've been here, I haven't seen anything. See how the wind affects that one. Good header there down by DMA to get it out. Good through ball in there, number 6.
Yeah, it'll be interesting coming in the second half, Jason, because I mentioned it earlier, and Indian River is dominating more and more, keeping the ball on this side of the field.
Yes.
And, object playing fast and try to wear this DMA defense out and look for that one goal we think could be the difference in this game.
There's another ball in. McKenna does a good job of coming out, grabbing it. She doesn't have to rush here. There's a good pump for her as it gets over into Indian River side of the field. But not for long. Here comes Indian River again.
Down.
Just continuing to put pressure on the Seahawks defense. There's number 7. Good shield there by number 2, Hogstein.
Go out of bounds on Indian River. DMA will get the throw in.
But you saw the hustle there from Maya Petruccia of DMA, the midfielder. And now Pala's going to throw the ball in again. Kicked out by Isabella Keith. McKelvey throws it back in for DMA. This DMA will send it in deep.
Should be coming up on the end of the first half here.
And as you say that,
there it is.
You nailed it right on there, Benny. So that concludes the first half here. But we saw Indian River controlling the play, especially in that last 10 minutes, but not able to get anything by McKenna.
Jason, we're going to take a couple timeouts here. Okay. Come back and we'll get your impressions of the first half in our Delaware Army National Guard, Delaware Turf Sports Game of the Week, Friday night here in Frederica. We'll be right back, folks.
Congratulations, Dover Federal, on 60 years in business in Delaware.
You've been by our side since our doors opened.
Thank you so much for giving me a call on so many years ago when I had no credit.
You helped our business grow into what it is today.
As a military family, thank you for supporting the financial needs of servicemen and their loved ones.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Scott Kammerer of Sodell Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On and Lewis in the villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Cameron.
Brian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today.
Hi, I'm Scott Cameron from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley, cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create. The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com. The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com.
Fish Camp is the small local fish joint with 2 locations on Coastal Highway in North Bethany Beach and Lewis, where we serve up traditional coastal fare and a casual atmosphere with house specialties like colossal crab cakes, lobster rolls, and fried Ipswich clams, along with crowd pleasers like fish and chips, fried shrimp, and a daily selection of fresh caught fish. Matt's Fish Camp, serving up lunch and dinner 7 days a week, all year.
Locations in Bethany Beach and Lewis, Delaware. See you soon.
And welcome back to Delaware Turf Sports. You're here on 302 Sports. I'm Benny Mitchell with Jason Winshaw. On the camera, Trey Mitchell. And Jason, your thoughts of the first half, 0-0. You said this could be a one-goal game, kind of from the non-soccer expert point of view. I mean, if you wanted to pick out a team you thought was having the advantage, I have to say it was Indian River and putting the pressure on DMA for the first 40 minutes. And I would imagine DMA's defense glad they're having halftime right now.
Yeah, I was going to say DMA's defense is probably glad that there's a 10-minute break to recuperate because Indian River was putting the pressure on. That being said, I thought the DMA defense played really well in that
absolutely.
first half. Limited the quality chances, and when McKenna did face a tough shot, she was right there to make a good save. Indian River had both corner kicks in the first half. And both had quality chances. One, McKenna made a save. It looked like he either hit the post or the first shot or hit off a defender, and she grabbed the second one. And then the header on the second corner kick just over the net. Like I said, Benny, both these DMA comes in at 7-6. They've struggled a little bit coming down the stretch, losing to Padua, which is no shame. They're a good Division One team, and number 1 Caravel in Division 2, 4-0. They rebounded yesterday to beat St. Elizabeth 6-0. So, and Indian River had lost 3 out of the 4 games, including losses to Sanford, Cape Henlopen, and Sussex Tech.
Right.
But bounced back to win their last 2 games they played, so they're looking for 3 in a row.
So in the north, I guess there's a battle between Tech and Cesar Rodney in the north.
Yes, I believe Cesar Rodney got the win over Tech, so I believe they
still have Cape and Lopen to play.
Correct. So it's
a couple things about Turf Sports Field here, Jason. A lot of things go on here: lacrosse, soccer. They even play high school sports, they play youth sports on the weekends. A lot of teams use this as their practice field. And as we were going through the commercials, the concession stand, that's run by Sodell Concepts.
Okay.
So they contract out. So Scott Cameron and Sodell Concepts, they run the concession stand out here, one of our sponsors on 302 Sports. Also checking up on the big news, and I guess not big news, but the sad news is that Troy Haynes, the quarterback of Woodbridge, had his surgery today, and I don't know, I think it's a good omen. I looked at his mom's Facebook page. Troy is out of surgery and in room number
4.
4, absolutely.
Yep.
So
fight for 4.
Fight for 4. Troy Haynes, fighting a high school senior, will be graduating end of this month. Led Woodbridge to 2 Delaware State championships. The left-hander was headed for Mount Union out in Ohio. That's going to be sidelined a little bit as he had to have his kidney removed today, and it's been reported all over social media. So our thoughts and prayers to Troy Haynes for a quick recovery and a healthy recovery as he has his first battle in his war on cancer.
Yep.
So if any kid can do it, it's number 4. Fight like 4. Troy Haynes, we're with you. So getting ready to start the second half here at Delaware Turf Sports. I'm Benny Mitchell with Jason Winchell. We're in Frederica, Delaware. Jason, you can go back to Wilmington and tell everybody you've been to Frederica 5 times this year, and they're still not going to know where you went.
Yeah, that is true. I told my parents, I was like, after work, I'm going down to Frederica, and they go, where?
Yeah.
I said, it's right there.
Well, where we're at, if you throw a rock over that overpass,
yep.
you hit Medding Seafood, and you're in Milford.
Yep.
So Frederica, they're out of this area. This is Lake Forest area right here. The kids in this area would go to Lake Forest High School. For you folks upstate, familiar with the Henlopen Conference. And the interesting thing about Kent County is where Sussex County is kind of portioned out. Kent County, their districts run straight across. Smyrna, Capital, Cesar Rodney, and Lake Forest. And with Polytech nestled right in there, right smack in the middle of the Cesar Rodney School District. 30 seconds to go here for the second half.
Benny, we said how Indian River likes to play fast. Look at this. They're right.
They're on the field.
They're already here. They want to start the second half. DMA, let's take our time.
Right.
We still got 20-some seconds left before
now,
the
Jason,
half
what
starts.
determines who gets the initial kick in the second half? The team that didn't get it in the first?
Right. So what they do is they have a coin toss at the beginning. And kind of like football, you can choose whether you want to kick off first or you want to defend first. So, like on a day like this with the wind, you might want to kick with the wind in your back in the first half so you can but here it's more of a crosswind, it looks like.
I believe because they did the coin toss not in the center of the field. They did it right here in front of us, which I thought was interesting. And I believe DMA did win the toss because I deferred. I saw the girl point over to the Indian River player. And so we're waiting for that first whistle. And here we go, folks. Underway. Second half. Indian River Indians in the green. Delaware Military Academy Seahawks in the white. 0-0. Big Division II game here today.
Yeah, like we said, Benny, I thought it was next Saturday. It's actually next Wednesday is the end of the girls' soccer season. And Division II has first-round games next Saturday, the 18th.
Right. They play, one extra round, right? Four extra teams or something?
Yep. So both these teams, if they don't get that top 4 seed, will be playing next Saturday.
Right. Division II being bigger than Division I here in Delaware, more schools. I think there's only, 18? Well, with Milford moving up, there might be 19 teams in Division I now. Next year, right now, 17 or 18.
DMA gets the ball in quickly, and let's see, like we said, Benny, if this side is the difference here.
Right.
DMA's got it in for their first real
They haven't had a threat since the first 10 minutes of the game, and about the time you got here, and it's been, like I said, pretty much all Indian River. I'd say Indian River probably 95% of the game was played down here on the DMA end.
Pala's going to throw it in again, this time from that side of the field. This DMA looks to keep up a little pressure here in the second half. Great defense there by Indian River as they fight down that sideline. That's a good job, DMA, trying to switch that ball, get it away from that sideline. But Indian River just sends it back up. Pala got it. She looks to kick it in deep. DMA is going to look to regroup. Pala throws it in. And right in front of us, number 15, Kelsey Lesnar, a senior. To number 22.
I noticed the difference in their defenses where DMA likes to pack that box and stay back. Indian River seems like to stay right on, mark people and stay right on them.
They mark you really well. And like you said, put the pressure on you. The thing about that, if the ball gets by,
deep, right?
Then you could
have a good goalie. She's not a very big girl, so she's got to cover that top half of the side.
Right. And we saw that difference this year in the Padua-Kerrville game when Kerrville has a 6'4" goalie held, and Padua's goalie a little smaller, and the shot went over her head and into the goal.
And whoever sends it deep into DMA territory is going to be picked up by the goalie.
Yeah, McKenna, good job, reads it well, comes out, gets it. She has to stay in the box while she has that ball in her hands. Again, great pressure here by Indian River as Keith keeps it in bounds.
And Indian River back on offense, and let's see if they keep the ball on that side of the field for 30, 35 minutes again. If they don't punch one in this time, and I would have to think that DMA has to be getting a little tired.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll see how this first 10 minutes goes. If Indian River can put pressure on those first 10 minutes, it might loosen up that DMA defense. But this DMA defense is pretty darn good.
Yeah, it is. And throw in for Indian River there on that far sideline. Taking in the corner. They're centering into. I didn't see if it was
the one off one.
Okay, so it'll be a goal kick then for DMA. Again, I see Indian River getting a little pressure here in the first 4 minutes here in the second half. Ticked up. Again, Indian River putting pressure on DMA, knocking that goal kicks out pretty far. And this one, Keith is going to send it back in. And took by Dukakis. She had a great first half for Indian River. Does a great job of controlling the ball.
Sets it back to the center. And DMA is going to depossess it and take over.
Yep. Great defense there by DMA, like you said. And it's going to be a DMA throw-in. I'm sure we're going to see that Pala come up and throw in for DMA.
Well, the rain and storms have escaped us. I was looking at the Ficky, Sussex Kent County weather down here, Jason. It changed like every 10 minutes what it was going to do, but looks like we're going to have a clear night and finish this soccer game up.
All right.
7:30. It looked like it was going to be bad earlier, and if it went that late.
It'll be a DMA throw in here. And this time on this side, it's number 15. Lesser throwing it in. Great defense.
Steps right in front of it.
Yeah, great defense there by number 18, Mackenzie Gorey, a senior. DMA will get another throw in on that side. And I know on that side it's going to be DMA is just making some substitutions here.
Now, I believe in him. This is, picking up the defending state champs as a non-conference game. I know in the conference they have to play the Northern Division teams.
Yes.
They're required to play them in the Henlopen.
And like I said, they're when I mentioned they lost 3 out of 4,
they're all Henlopen North.
Cape Henlopen.
Oh, 7 picks up the ball for the Indians. right back to DMA.
Yeah, great defense there. But DMA just kicking it out.
Oh, game getting a little physical here. I like it.
Yes. And I believe that's just somebody out of bounds. Or no, they call foul on DMA, so Indian River will get a free kick, but from their side of the field. So Indian River will head down there, see if they can kick it in there. Past the defense. And it's going to roll over the end line for a goal kick for DMA. You see a lot of goal kicks here for DMA.
Right.
So Indian River has kept up the pressure here in the second half. As DMA is going to kick it out. Saved in there by number 7, Meehan.
Yeah, as the defending state champs, Jason, you might know, was this DMA style last year, the slow down, slow game? Or
DMA did lose a lot of their scores.
Had to change up their strategy here.
Yep. Like I said, they play that. They're 3-3 in the Diamond State. That's a tough conference with Charter, Archmere, Newark Charter. And here you go. What DMA's build themselves on a counter-attack team.
Right.
And there's a good through ball. And number 2 thrown into them for a header by Regalia. Gank sending it in front. Indian River, good job of not giving up a corner kick.
Indian River, they're aggressive on defense.
Yes.
They get right up in your
Like
face
you
and go
said.
for the ball. Those 50-50 balls.
Good job there by number 8 at Indian River. Teagan setting it down. And there's Zacchaeus. Kicked out towards us. Keith with the header. Indian River just doing a good job here, controlling possession. Great pass, number 10, McCabe. Just a freshman.
McCabe, that's a big Sussex County name.
And there we go, and that's, like I said, the counter. You got to watch out. And there's the speed of DMA. Number 18, Regario.
Like how close she's playing her on defense.
Yeah, I said she's DMA's leading scorer. Just a sophomore. But here you get, like you said, good pressure defense here by Indian River. They just continue to get on you.
Go out in the bleachers.
Yeah, I was saying, lucky souvenir, or the ball boys that climb over the
yes,
fence.
Yes, he is.
Here.
He's quick on it. He's got a job to do. He's going to get it done.
That's a great header. Number 2. There's no 2 on DMA's roster.
That was 15, by the way. That was 15 on the header.
Okay, 15 Lazar. Number 2 on DMA, not on the roster.
And here comes Indian River with that pressure on that offense.
Yep. And great cross ball, but Indian River not able to get on it, and it'll be another goal kick for DMA. We're about 10 minutes in here in the second half. As we near minute number 50, Benny.
It's a long game.
Yes, it is.
With no score.
Yeah. DMA will set it out on the goal kick. As it goes back in the corner. And then, like you said, Indian River's going to get that pressure up and force a throw-in from the far side.
30 minutes to go here in the second half. Still no score. Our 5th of 5 games being played here between girls soccer, boys lacrosse, and girls lacrosse here at the Turf Stadium.
There's a great shot and a save by
Left-handed
McKenna.
shot by number 6.
That would be Avery Congleton on the shot. Great save by McKenna. Stayed on right in front of it, and here's DMA in front of us. Great defense there, but again, great move by Regario. Ball boys close to the action there.
Yes, he's right on it, man.
See if DMA sends it in deep here.
And they do.
That's a little curve ball. As it curved into the goalie.
Goalie's going to come out and scoop it up. And
that's good because now she can punt it. Is that number 18?
16.
16. So that's a freshman. Emma Hannah Bird is your keeper.
And Indian River picks up the pace and taking it back downfield again. And
Yep. And that's why you can see the DMA's defense, like you said, they're packing it in.
right.
I think
Oh,
I think
cross
she's
left
gonna be
foot shot.
offsides on Indian River there. So it'll be a kick for DMA. That was very close to being timed perfectly.
That's right. And we talked about it earlier. Indian River trying to spread that DMA defense out. The DMA, like, they like to pack that box.
Yes. And here comes again Indian River. Coverton taking it in, but DMA takes it back. Goes to the far sideline and out.
Out, Indian River ball.
They're throwing, and I believe we'll have a substitution.
Yeah, Jason, the games we've had here in this series, all but one were tight, exciting games. You missed the one blowout, but hey, it might have been a blowout, but it was the number one lacrosse team in the state.
Yeah,
Cape
Cape Henlopen, who also did a number to Caesar Rodney again
Just
the other
yesterday,
night.
yeah.
So I mean, Cape's doing that to a lot of teams.
They were headed for a Cape Sally State Championship.
I don't. It's gonna be interesting because I had again, my projections are not final.
All right.
And there's still a lot of games left, but I have Sally sitting as an 8th seed now.
Wow.
And if Cape gets the 1 seed,
Right.
they would meet in the quarterfinals. Could you see that?
Probably two best teams in the state.
In the state. And Sanford is fighting Cape for that top spot. The independent conference is kind of stacked this year, so they're getting a lot of 4-point wins with the bonus thrown in. This DMA will get the.
I always felt, I'm not on the committees, but I've always in here in Delaware, I've always felt like the point system should get you in and let the human beings seed it out.
I agree with you, Benny. As here you go, DMA is gonna. Again, Indian River has just continued to keep up the pressure here early in the second half.
One sport where that's done, and there's no point system in it, that's wrestling.
Yes.
You know, you got your conference champs and your at-larges, and then the committee sits down and seeds the dual meets. They also they are starting to use a point system. They call it the track system through its computer, and it determines who the seeds are. But you got to win your conference to be a one seed anyways.
Right. So if you're a team like Slasiana, who's in a non-conference,
well, they could be. I'm talking about the individuals now using the track system.
Okay.
But again, you know, they're still using some human input.
Yes.
In it,
and that's the way. That's good to see.
I think it would really help in Division II football because.
Yes.
I mean, every year we're talking about we're down to week 10, waiting to see who's in, and then you get these crazy. You know, Delmar going from 8th seed to a title.
Yes.
2 years ago.
And here comes Indian River down the far sideline. We're bringing everything down, and that's going to be another corner kick. Indian River started the game. You see everything's down the sideline, and DMA defender is right there just to knock the ball out of bounds and not let the cross come in, but we'll see now.
25 minutes to go here in the second half. No score.
It's going to be
Indian River, this is their third corner of the game.
Yep, and Angle's going to send it in again.
And she's going to have it on the right side on her right foot. That's where they almost got the header. They headed it over the bar last time.
Yeah, and you can see where Indian Rivers looks like they're setting it up.
It's high again. Yeah, she's going to kick that one out of bounds.
Yeah, and you'll wonder if the wind took it.
That's the direction it's blowing.
Yep. So DMA will get another goal kick. Been saying that a lot today. As Indian River is getting some chances, but just a couple wide, a couple high,
and Indian River jumps right on it. She kicks it pretty hard and low to the ground. The Indians right on it. They're back in the middle of the field.
Keith sending in to the Dukakis shot.
It's a little high.
Yep, hits the back net.
Of course, we're not keeping track here, but Indian River is obviously controlling the shots on goal in the corners.
Controlling the pace of play. They have the only 3 corners.
And I believe DMA, one shot on goal today.
Yep, 1 shot on goal. And now getting a goal kick here for DMA. As we are approaching the 57th minute. It's kicked out there. Again, Indian River just putting the pressure even on the goal kicks, just intercepting them. And there's Dukakis again. Dukakis just got great moves. That one's over the net again.
Well, down that end, you're going to have to keep it down a little bit because that's where the wind's blowing down towards that end.
Yeah, that's where, like you said, the wind. If it gets up and out, wind is going to go. And you can see a little bit of a different game plan here in the second half of Indian River. Knowing they got the wind in the back, they're sending them the balls in higher in the first half.
Right.
When they were going into the wind, they had it on the ground a lot. And you can see DMA's trying to do that this half. And there we go. DMA is across and dribbling down. She's got a little step on that defense. She's got going to kick it in.
Ooh, knocks it down, able to scoop it back up.
Yeah, great job by Birdo. Like you said, she knocked it down, didn't lose her concentration, picked it back up before DMA could get in there. And now she'll punt it. And that's a great punt. Played by number 8 to Keith. That's a good through ball. Can Coverton get to it before McKenna?
The goalie gets to it first.
But I think she's
out of bounds.
I think she was out of the. Was she out of the box or was it? I think she was out of the box. And if she is out of the box, then that would go down as a handball. And I think that's what the call is there, Benny. So it's a handball. So a free kick for Indian River. They didn't waste any time.
They get right in front of the goal. Yeah.
They didn't wait to set anything up. They just a quick kick, tried to get the defense out of position. There's a great save by McKenna. She knocks it down. The Indian River is just keeping up this pressure.
Well, as that flag went up, Jason, the Indian River they were moving themselves into position to set up, so they don't waste any time.
No, exactly right. And you'll see that with the good teams. Sally's does it too for boys soccer. Free kicks, they're kicking it before they're not letting the defense set up. And like you said, they set up as soon as that flag goes up. They're setting up.
They're getting position, yeah.
And I believe that was offside, so it's gonna be a kick for DMA here.
Folks, you're watching 302 Sports. Benny Mitchell, Jason Winchell here. The Delaware Army National Guard game of the week here at Delaware Turf Sports Stadium. Windy day in Frederica. The game started about 80 degrees, and I'd say it's probably dropped in the mid-70s. But now, we talk about Delaware all the time, Delaware weather all the time, and at this complex, the last game we did, I think we had 3 seasons in one night.
Yes.
We just didn't quite get the winter.
There's again, Indian River. See if they cross the ball, which they do. But a great job there by DMA. Kelly read it perfectly. There's a little slippage on the turf. But good job, Indian River gets it back. Now you notice that the Kaka stopped there a little bit.
I think she thought she was going to get called for a handball.
The handball.
Yeah, that's what number 6 on the fast break. Kicks it back towards the center.
And then just off the goal. That was
here's gonna be our first maybe stoppage.
Congleton.
No, it's substitution.
Substitution here. It's gonna be a goal kick, I believe, again for DMA. As that shot, like you said, by Congleton just wide. But you just see how Indian River went down that far side there. And here comes DMA again. Great defense by number 2, Hogston.
Indian River, they play their defense around midfield.
Yes.
Whereas DMA is more comfortable back there.
Packing it in. Here comes ball on the far sideline. Tangling up. And there DMA sends it in. Deep. And like you said, the Indian River pressure. Well, great header
Heads
there.
it down to the ground.
Do we see is this a DMA's first corner?
It looks like it's going to be. She's picking up, number 14 is picking it up and headed to the corner with the ball.
So that will be Ziegler. Looks like the sophomore is going to take it.
First corner of the game for the Seahawks.
We've seen Indian River have a couple dangerous corners. Let's see what DMA does. Good job by Ziegler getting it up. Head it.
Up over the net.
And headed over the net. But again, nice setup. Kick was up where they wanted it and just headed it over.
18-14 to play here in the second half. No score between the Indians and the Seahawks. Indian River in the green and Delaware Military Academy in the white.
Goal kick here for Indian River. Great job intercepting it by number 14, Ziegler.
Oh, save.
Great save by Bird. That shot had a little bended like Beckham.
And it was up. She's got bunnies, man. She got up and brought it down.
Great job by Bird. We were saying that she's not the tallest goalie,
she's
but
little girl.
But she showed her hops there, Benny.
Yeah. Get her in the layup drill on the basketball team. She got up there and brought it down. And big save for the Indians how frustrating would it be when you've dominated this game and a goal like that hooks in?
And that's the one thing I always say about soccer, Benny. It's you could dominate most of the game and then just give up one goal. And it could be the difference. There's a good job by Indian River. Number 7 crossing the ball. That's Meehan. Send it over to the other side of the field. Down goes the defender. And now Indian River has a chance to get it back in the middle of the field. The Caucus over to
score. Indian River
number
strikes
2.
First.
Hogstein with the goal, Benny. But again, great pass.
They spread them out. Great passing, and it left the goalie on an island there.
Yeah, and a great passing. Keith touched it once and found Hogstein, who, like you said, McKenna had no chance because they spread the field on her. And Indian River gets on the board, and that's huge because, like you said, Benny, they've been dominated, but now they get that goal. And now DMA is going to have to change up their game plan.
How much do you think that the wearing down was an effect there? I know they spread them out that time. You had the defender go down. That that didn't hurt things.
Correct. And then like you said, they went down the sideline and then sent it into the middle of the field. And it seemed like DMA's defense was a little disorganized.
Right.
But again, great attack there by Indian River.
Well, there was 2 passes on that, right? They sent it to the middle and then passed it to the outside.
So the pass came to Keith.
Right.
And she noticed Hogstein
open
in the far corner.
And the goalie, she did a good job getting over there, but she sent that thing in hard.
Now DMA, like I said, DMA, like we said, they're a little slower. Now they're going to have to change up their game plan a little bit. And here comes Indian River again. They're just keep on putting that pressure on that DMA defense. Great job there by Keith. Stealing the ball. She's going to send it in deep. That's the other thing you'll see now with the lead. They'll send the ball in as deep as they can and let that clock tick.
Right. Two distinctive different strategies here. Both teams play pretty good defense, but they play a little. Indian River likes to play it up in the middle of the field, whereas DMA comfortable back there and packing it in. And
good through ball. And a great save by McKenna. Will set up a corner kick. I think that was number 5, right? Covered.
No, 4 on that one.
4, so it was Keith.
Right.
Keith did a great job of getting the through.
Man got a little too close. Oh, 5 on the pass. Yeah, it was 5 on the pass.
Yes.
4 on the attempt on the shot on goal.
5 angle sent it in. Great through ball, and Keith, like you said, I think she got a little too close
to the goal. Yeah.
And great save by McKenna.
Just smothered it.
Corner kick number 4 for Indian River. That's high up there. Head it.
It's going to go out. Should be Indian River.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be another corner kick, but from that side of the field.
So number 5 has to run to the far side of the field. That's when you say, Coach, we need a second corner kicker.
Oh, if I was her, I know Indian River likes to play fast, but with the 1-goal lead, I'm like,
right.
Yeah, take my time getting over there, set it up. But again, that was a dangerous ball as it got up over the defenders.
So Indian River with a 1-goal lead. They're second another corner kick here, third of the half. Sends it high. Front of the goal. It's going to go over top the goal.
Now, both corner kicks from that side of the field
have been behind the goal, yeah.
Yep. So interesting.
She's going to need to make an adjustment down there.
And so, but like you said, corner kick number 5 for Indian River in the game. It's just 1 for DMA.
And 1 shot on goal for the Seahawks.
Yeah.
No, 2 shots on goal for the
2
Seahawks.
shots. Bird made a great
and
save.
Outstanding save.
At the time in a 0-0 game.
Maybe the play of the game
Yes.
so far because I had to set up Indian River to take it down and score.
There's a shot there by Meehan, just wide.
Under 15 minutes to go here in the second half in the game.
Like I said, DMA comes in 7-6. So they're going to look to put some pressure on here and try and knot this game up if they can. Great defense there by Indian River. Like you said, Benny, they're just not even in the midfield. They're just putting so much
the pressure on them.
And it sets up that offense. And that shot's deflected wide. It'll be corner kick number 6. And guess what? Well, let's see if they make an adjustment.
Different corner. Oh, no, she's putting the ball down.
So let's see. I've seen some teams kick it short too if that happens. So they'll send a player down that corner and just.
Of course, now Indian River not going to play so fast now, Jason, with that one.
Exactly right. You know why? Let some of that time take off.
We'll bring our corner kicker in from the farthest spot of the field because she kind of stubbed her toe there.
And then Indian River will send it back. I think that's the offsides flag. So it'll be a free kick for DMA. Again, if you're DMA now, you're going to have to change your pace and hurry up.
And we've had no stoppages, so we probably aren't going to see any extra time.
You're right. It's going to be very close to the 40 minutes.
So DMA, they're going to have to pick up the pace, play a little more aggressive now. Under 12 minutes to go here in the game.
Yep. DMA is going to free kick from their side of the field out, but there you go again. Aggressive defense there by number, was that 12?
There are 2, 18.
18.
Yeah.
Mackenzie Gorey.
Now, Indian River and Caraval meet during the season, or they just hold that off to the playoffs? They'll match up with them this year.
That's a good question. I think they normally are on the schedule, so I'll have to take a quick look. But they might not be. Let's see. They have not played yet this year. They did not play this year.
They don't play at all, so they will only meet in the state tournament.
So their Indian River losses are Cesar Rodney,
Cape Henlopen, and
Cape Henlopen, Sussex Tech, and Sanford. That was the one that surprised me. 2-1 they lost to Sanford, who's the up-and-coming school, having a great year this year in Division II soccer.
Approaching 10 minutes to go here in the game. 1-0. Been waiting to say that.
Yes.
Indian River.
Indian River. Like I said, Indian River just good
Here
cross
they come,
ball.
Back getting the ball back to the other side of the field. Oh.
There's great interception there by DMA, number 15. Oh, good through ball. Can 22 catch up to it?
That's going to be out. Indian River throw-in.
Again, no 22 on the DMA roster unless it's on this side. Oh yeah, that would be Gamma Tobia, a sophomore midfielder.
Indian River with the substitution here. And we're at the 10-minute mark left in the game.
And I believe that was to be a DMA throw-in.
It is.
Number 15. Lessner throwing it in. DMA. Great job there by Ziegler. Controlling it. Great through ball to Gamachobia. Send in, and
And
Indian
sends
River
it-
defense send it
out
out.
of the stadium, and there goes the ball boy defense again.
Yeah, he doesn't waste any time. He's getting paid by the hour,
Should
Benny.
give him MVP honors because he is hustling.
Good throw in. Somebody coming out towards us. It'll be a throw in for DMA. Like I said, DMA is going to have to pick up the pace so you can see they're hustling up here. Headed out by number 13, McClure. Good job by the senior knowing just to head it out.
Can Indian River get a whistle on that one?
Yeah, and this is a good chance for DMA here with the free play. Let's see what they
Indian
do.
River seems content now to pack it in. They're going DMA style.
Yep. Now DMA can set up the wall. It's supposed to be 10 yards. That looks a little closer to 10. And just send it in. And
Goalie's best friend there.
Yes. And DMA is again. Great defense there by Indian River, just intercepting that.
Indian River is always just moving forward.
Yes.
Jason. They're just
like you said, it's always going with the flow, moving
forward motion, pressure.
And then they put the pressure on DMA, and DMA's defense is going to have to change a little bit because they need the tying goal. So you're going to see them be a little bit more aggressive.
And they got right at 8 minutes to do it.
And here comes DMA with the interception. And again, great job by Indian River's defense. Just no room for DMA to get it out.
Right.
And there we go. Look at that. Number 14, great hustle defense.
It's going to go under the table. Don't unplug anything. There we go.
Throw in for number 14. Hannah Bird.
Should be Indian River throw in. It is.
So they have a Hannah Bird and a Hannah Bird. There's again, if you're Indian River, just just send everything when you get the ball. Send it
deep
in
end,
deep.
The Indian River throw in. 7 minutes to go here. With the and you said it, Jason. You sat down. You said we could see a one goal game.
Yes.
Didn't even look up to see what was going on. He sat right down and said it.
And it's gonna be another. It looks like another corner kick for Indian River.
And they're changing up
players.
Number 4 coming in to get the kick the corner this time.
So that would be Keith.
She's had we've called her name a lot. She's had a pretty good game.
She's solid. Two-way player for Indian River. Let's see.
She's going to go the left foot. Keeps it low.
Like you said, we saw that a couple times. That kicked it out of bounds on the corner kick. So maybe the left footer change it up a little bit.
And keeping it down. Of course, number 5 is out of the game right now.
Yes. We're going to have looks like a throw in for Indian River. Good crawl, through ball into the middle. Great move by Dukakis.
Saved by the goalie.
Yeah, McKenna. And McKenna's got to want to try and punt it quickly. Indian River just continued.
Oh, she is on the field. They just went ahead and changed on that corner. 5 also has had a good game.
Yes.
Angle.
Like you said, she been taking most of the corner kicks.
Yeah, dominating the middle of the field. And there you go out. Indian River on the throw in.
Yep, throw in here.
5 under 5.5 to play.
Bird with the throw in. Ball kind of checked up a little bit on the DMA kick. And it goes off of Keith. It'll be a DMA throw in. Sub coming in for DMA. As we tick down to the 5-minute mark here left in this game. Indian River with the 1-0 lead over DMA.
Where does Indian River fall in your soccer rankings?
Indian River was up in the top 3 before their loss to Sanford. Kind of dropped them down a little bit. They sit currently in 7th position, and in the 9th position is DMA. kick back. And sent across
the field. Maybe a little too hard.
Yeah, she had a lot of mustard on that
she
one.
Did. Maybe she should have turned that one up the center of the field.
Gory. Trying to go, like you said, switch up the sides, but just a little too much mustard on that and got out of bounds.
And here come the Indians taking the control off the DMA throwing.
Yep, and again, just dribbling it down. Good job by Kelly for DMA getting the steal, and now DMA can send it down. They're going to try and send the deep balls, knowing that Indian River's a little bit more aggressive.
They're going to have a corner kick for DMA. Third of the game, I believe.
It looks like they changed it up and they're awarding a goal kick.
They're going to call it a goal kick now.
DMA is trying to get that call, send it over to the corner, hoping you can get it, but not to be. And now, like we said, we're ticking down here. And now when you hear the official going, "Let's go green," he can add more time if he feels like they're stalling. Good job there by DMA number 2, Megan DeGrotto. That went off.
Got the lap.
In here.
How about that 302 gear, man? Laptop takes a hit.
Yep.
30 seconds later, we're back in business, baby.
There you go.
Had a little bit of a freeze, and we took a soccer ball right to the laptop. Because I wasn't looking. Thank God it hit the laptop, not in my head.
We were kind of screened a little bit by the linesman.
Yeah.
The DMA goal kick. They're going to have to hurry up.
Yeah,
Stolen by Indian
our 302 gear, it's like a Timex. It takes a lick and it keeps on ticking, right?
Yep, absolutely. That shot goes just wide. It'll be another goal kick for DMA. So we see the official looking down at the watch.
I got under 20 seconds to play, so.
And like we said, so if you're in the river, you just want to keep it down here as they send it back out to Keith. Keith's going to send it in deep. Off the goal, the defender, and McKenna's going to get it. And you hear him trying to move, take it up there quickly.
Looks like we're good.
That's it.
That's it. That's the ball game. Jason, let's take a quick timeout.
Yes.
And we'll come back with a wrap-up of tonight's game. Your score at the final, Indian River 1, DMA 0. Folks, we'll be right back with Jason's wrap-up. And welcome back to Delaware Turf Sports Stadium. Benny Mitchell here with Jason Winslow. And Jason, Indian River, big top 10 win here for the Indians over DMA, who made the trip down from Wilmington. Give us your impression of today's game, the Indian River coming out with a 1-0 win.
Yeah, I thought it a real impressive showing by Indian River. They controlled most of the play. Bird made a great save when the score was still 0-0 on a shot that was bending to the top far corner. She made a great save, and then Indian River came back right on the next possession and gets the goal and comes out of here with the 1-0 win. Good win for Indian River as they get ready for the playoffs. That's a good statement win in a competitive game here against DMA.
They'll end this, or before the playoffs, they'll have most likely the Ken Open Conference Championship game against the winner of the North. That should be coming up in a couple weeks. But Indian River, a small school down in the southern half of the state, but they're pretty tough in boys and girls soccer, and they showed here today with a win over another top 10 team as the Indians come across the field to celebrate with their fans. I was impressed with both teams on defense. Little different style of defense. Indian River chose to stay in their griddle and play them at midfield and not let the ball get deep, whereas DMA didn't mind packing the box. And I don't think that's what hurt them. What hurt them was the defender going down and the Indian River speed and passing.
Yeah, like you said, it was two different styles of defense. DMA played more in the back, protecting their goalie. Indian River was on you from the moment you had the ball right at midfield on. They were on top of you, and like you said, I don't think the difference was that it seemed like that defender fell down, gave Indian River that sideline to go down, and then it seemed like they had more people in the box. And a heads-up play by Keith.
Right, to second pass.
Right, because a lot of people will take that first pass and shoot it, and the goalie's right there. There she makes that extra pass, and the goalie can't recover fast enough.
Folks, we want to thank Delaware Turf Sports, Delaware Army National Guard, bringing you this 5-game series. We saw a little bit of boys across, a little bit of girls across, and some girls soccer. 4 exciting close games, 1 blowout. 80%, you couldn't pick better than that.
Absolutely.
You have to give credit to I think it's Chris Yamovich. I don't know if I got that last name right. Here at Delaware Turf Sports, and just bringing excitement to high school sports. 302 Sports here to bring it to you, and glad they contacted us to do it. And what's up next for you, Jason? Probably back on the softball field, or what's coming to you next week?
I believe we have a baseball triple-header at Frawley Stadium, and I believe one of the games is Cesar Rodney and Sussex Tech.
It's a makeup game from earlier in the year. Yeah,
and Sussex Tech is having a great
beat
season.
St. Mark's.
Yep. And in fact, I have Sussex Tech, if the tournament had started last Saturday, as a 4 seed.
Wow.
Benny. So impressive stuff for down there. So looking forward to that triple header at Frawley Stadium. We might be doing check our social media pages where we might be bringing you a softball first round game this Wednesday.
Right.
The pairings will come out Monday night. We'll make a determination. But we
might be bringing a couple of games because I'm going to Glenn Frazier doing some softball with us, so we might be able to hit some downstate stuff, and it'll be on 302 because, as we said, the NHS doesn't cover softball.
Correct.
We don't know if it's going to be on the 302 Plus side yet or not. I'm not sure if it's going to be a freebie or not. Nick was checking that, but we'll let you know. Stay close to the social media. Watch our show on Wednesday night, 302 Sports Weekly, 8 o'clock from any Buffalo Wild Wings.
Last week we were in Middletown, and that was nice. They had our own private room for us.
Awesome.
And we could hear each other talk for a change.
Yeah, I'll be back on the show come late spring. I'm usually the fall guy, with the wrestling hitting on Wednesday nights. And,
yes.
So I'll be back here in a couple weeks as we start wrapping up the season, and looking forward to our social media awards at the end of the year. Delmar kind of took them all home last year.
Absolutely.
So for Trey Mitchell on the camera, Jason Winslow joining me here at Fieldside, and we were at Fieldside, as you saw today, as we took some kicks to the equipment.
Yes.
I'm Benny Mitchell, folks. Join us this week. Next week is going to see some softball, some baseball over the weekend. Keep following 302 Sports. We're going to bring you all the daily action. Folks, have a good night.